Okay, this might be petty to some of you, but not petty to me. So here's what's going down. TYT Nation decided to do a whole, he's trying to do a member drive and all this other stuff. He's making content only for members. It's bad enough the Young Turks have done this, but they've learned after losing a lot of members, subscribers, therefore members, that's not the best policy. You were getting the members for your personal website, while doing YouTube for free. And then you do post games, post matches, whatnot. And you know what? It was going well. That's cool. TYT Nation, who initially wanted to, leave TYT. He wanted to have his own thing, his own brand. He wanted to get away from the Young Turks. Not that he was against them, but he was drowned out. And it's not like the Young Turks even talk about the guy in the first place. I think they mentioned Jeff Waldorf maybe once or twice. Maybe. And that was earlier this year. And Jeff Waldorf has been doing TYT Nation for quite some time. Now, you're not going to agree with any and everything that anyone or everyone is going to say or even think. That's not the issue. TYT still puts all their stuff out there, the most important stuff. And that's good. It's still inclusive. But when you sit here and make a thing like Jeff Waldorf has done, TYT Nation, it was going well. He was starting to get donations and things like that towards his goal, so he doesn't have to work a 9-to-5 and he can just stay at home and do this. Now, he's also become a political junkie, which is a good thing. Problem is, if you go too deep, then you become a part of the problem, and that's where he has become now. He has become a part of the problem. The Young Turks now has to be the Young Turks Nation. You are excluding people from all the content. Now, granted, it was this live stream only so far, but there's going to be more, just so he can rake in that extra money and whatnot. And when it becomes more about the money than the message, then you have absolutely corrupted yourself. You've become corrupt. And I do plan to do it, I don't expect to get anything, and I don't expect to not get anything. But I will do a Patreon. I'm going to have to, because of what's happening now with YouTube. Because they're cheap and they're petty. And they're thieves and criminals. But here's this thing right here. I'm still going to do what I do. It's not going to change. I'm going to be right here. So you see, you might get the stuff, a day later. Patrons might get it the day before, or as soon as it's done, you might get it later on that day. Who knows? I'm not going to make you wait a month. I'm not going to make you wait a week. It'll be like that later that day or the next day or something like that. I don't know. It's not going to be more than 24 hours, it'll be roughly maybe more, about 5 or 10 minutes. It depends on, when things happen. I'm not going to sit here and do what Jeff Waldorf is doing. I was curious. AOC dunks on Dave Rubin. I wanted to hear that. What's his take on it? Why is this so different than anything else? He's not going to deliver his message or his news or his commentary any different than he has any other time. But now he wants you to pay for the same old, same old. In all honesty, can you imagine, your significant other, you've been with and doing things with all these years, all of a sudden saying, now you got to pay. You got to pay for me to cook for you or clean up or say I love you or I care for you or you want to watch that movie together, you need to pay for it. Hey, I've become members only for certain things. Just throwing it out there. And you might say, well, you're talking about Patreon. I'm not being a hypocrite. I'm not. And I'll tell you why. Because when me and Sidra together, or sadly and pathetically, I wish there never was, but girls before her, the thing, well, that's her beeping in right now. But you know what? It ain't like, I paid for their company. Nope. give them money anyway. Why? Appreciation. You know, I can't make any and everything for them. So hey, what do you do? You go and buy something. That's just me. I don't. If I gotta buy you love, fuck you. It's that simple. So it's, you know, hey, look, Patreon. When I get that started, it's gonna be $1. I'm not doing anything more than that. It's just gonna be $1 because I can't go any less. Initially, when I tried one a long time ago, it was 10 cents. Now it's got to be $1 because Patreon's got to get theirs. So hopefully, for those that are interested, hey, fine, you know. And doing Patreon, hopefully, those who are, will be a patron will be like, hey, I want you to talk about this. And I'll be like, I'm going to talk about that. Even if I don't know about it, I can probably do a little bit of research just to get a little bit on it. But that's about it. So, TYT Nation, this is pretty much how you become an island unto yourself. You know, because people are going to be like, wait a minute, I got to pay you now? I got to pay you to hear pretty much the same old style of content? You know, are you going to like get up and do a jig? You're going to have like different backgrounds going? You're going to have guests, you know, and they need to get paid, so you do. No, it's not worth it, and it's not cool. So I unsubscribed from them. That's just how that go. No bell, no notifications, none of that. And after December 9th and then January 14th, it's going to be damn hard for anybody to get anything. So you don't want to become, members only when you're about to become nobody at all. Seriously. Because that's what's about to happen. YouTube they've done it. I guess I'll talk about that a little bit later. But yeah, they've done what I thought they would do, and it's happened. So, Cedric Kennedy, comparative reasoning, and is not members only. And yet, thank you for listening. Thank you.